Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight it's the first of four between the Colorado Springs Sky Sox and the Oklahoma City Dodgers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Brock Stewart, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. At the plate, Hernan Perez.
Batting sixth, the right fielder number 14, Hernan Perez.
Fly ball out to straightaway left. Left fielder has a beat on it, one away.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively.
So coming to the plate, Felipe Molina. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Felipe Molina.
This one's down to third. Seguin picks it up. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Brady Bryant, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get the third.
Stepping up to the plate, Stephen Vogt, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Catcher, Stephen Vogt.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Under it is the left fielder. One down. Stepping in, number 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Bryant racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot here to left. 38th home run of the season for him. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup,
so striding forward now, Patrick Cloboff.
Patrick Cloboff.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Last half of the fifth coming up. Dodgers out in front, 2-1. Now at the plate, number 1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the fifth.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitches are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, no error. Now batting, number 1. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
Right here,
into right field. That's a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed. He looks seriously hitterish at the dish right now. That's his 3rd knock of the game.
Into the box now, Victor Martinez. And their runners at the corners now.
Victor Martinez.
Throw over to the bag. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to...
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Now on your home for minor league baseball. Striding in, Christian Bethancourt. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1. Settling in now, number 1. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Irizarry moves over, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Striding in once again, Brady Bryant. He singled his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Number 1 is there, and he makes the catch. Standing in, Barrett Irizarry. He reached on a single in his first try. The 1-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Number 1 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Sky Sox lead this thing 4-0. Standing in, Brady Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Brady Bryant.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Left fielder coming on. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. Stepping into the box, number 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 39 on the season for him, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now.
In now, number 1. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. Perez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Into the box now, Patrick Klaboff. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first down. Digging in, number 1, and they're runners at the corners now. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Here's the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. One there. On to first. It's a double play as they're. And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. The Sky Sox put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Colorado Springs Sky Sox and the Oklahoma City Dodgers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. John Carnes gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Pulled toward right center field. Irizarry is in pursuit, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Man, the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded, but the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Martinez.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
It's a run on 2. Leading off the inning, Barrett Irizarry, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Duffy has a play. He's got it 1 away. Stepping in, Carmen Robles, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 2-2. Fly ball to straightaway left. Waiting on it, the left fielder, and the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Dodgers lead this one 1-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 1. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at bat. First pitch of the at bat. Line to the right side, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final. Ready for another shot now. Number 1. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Stepping up now, Rob Howell. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. They finally break through for their... Stepping into the box, number 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Dodgers seal up their 30th win at home on the season. John Carnes earns his 12th victory in the ball game. And as we join our ball game here, our situation finds the bases empty with 1 gone in the inning. Now to the plate, number 1, ready to get his day at the plate started right here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop in the 16-team Pacific Coast League. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Iowa Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Freddie Mendez will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, it's been a rough go for this guy, Matt, in his last 3 starts. Last 3 starts, he's taken the loss in all 3. So he'd like to turn that fortune around in this one today. And the best way to start that, throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Coming to the plate now, number 1, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Zagunis is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And with that, here's a look at the visitors. So striding in, Austin Lester. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Smoke toward third. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling this season.
Digging in to try it again. Number 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Seared down the first baseline. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. The relay. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2. Ready for another chance. Richard Rios. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Richard Rios.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow!
And you see here, this is just a great piece of hitting. The ball's away.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Number one. A hit in 2 tries so far. From the stretch. Popped him up. Bond over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in once again, Mitch Logan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder has a beat on it. 1 down. Ready once again, number 1. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Now the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and that's off the left field wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up, but it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
So stepping in, Victor Martinez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swinging a ground ball to third. And that's the first out. Coming to the plate now, Jose Liriano, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Here it comes, 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lofted in the air out to right field. Rios is there. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Richard Rios.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball because he's
hit pretty well out to deep left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, William Bauer.
Here's a ground ball through the hole. It's a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've pushed it to 2 here in the 7th.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there.
Digging in now, number 1. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. He's set. Here it comes. Back up the middle. Up the middle. On to first. And that's your ball game. And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Iowa Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Freddie Mendez earns win number 7 on the season. Brian Dunzing closes the door for the 6th. Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation. Rob Jackson is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
At the plate, number 1, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. 0-1, here it comes. Line to the right side. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Digging in the switch hitter, Mitch Logan. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Logan.
0-2, here it is. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Yeah, they're still down a few, but a solo shot will make them feel a lot better.
Striding into the box, number 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Sliced hard down the left field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Looped out toward third, and this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. So digging in now, Matt Duffy, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Matt Duffy.
He's set. Here's the 3-2.
All right, hold on, right here.
Just to the right of the mound. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here. Digging in, number 1. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Driven nicely into the gap.
Come on, dig, you're scoring.
Find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Sogard is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out. Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
Digging in, Matt Duffy. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Shortstop. Matt.
The 2-2. Popped him up.
Down the line,
Lester,
down the line.
ranging into shallow right. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for route number 2. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Digging in and looking for more, number 1. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoke the other way. High and deep to left. Rios going back on it. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 41st home run of the year for him as the blowout continues. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Byron Bond. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Under it is the left fielder. And he makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate, number 1. Already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far.
Number 1.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now in the box, Mark Zagunis, and their runners at the corners now.
Mark Zagunis.
This is in the air to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
That was a good controlled swing at it.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Byron Bond, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fly ball to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
14-2 the final score in this one. The Dodgers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Now on your home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Iowa Cubs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Tyler Chatwood, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in a ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. Rios on the move. 2 gone. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Now at the plate, number 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it's gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 42 on the season as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right?
At the plate, Mark Zagunis, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. The 1-2. This is line to left, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. Into the box, number 1 comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
He'll put it away without much. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, William Bauer. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Lamar Woodall, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Number 1 will stand in as we'll flash you back to the second inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. Woodall will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. At the plate, number 1. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard toward the right side. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Iowa Cubs, 6 runs.
Absolutely.